Ms Vee in the building, live, straight talk with Ms Vee from WMEG Online Radio. In the building, here at Prime Draw. Okay. We got the boy Big Tone.
House.
Big Tay.
What's good?
And our special lovely lady, Ms Vee. I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody who follow us know that the show was going to be 6 o'clock. Everybody know I'm uptight about times, but what had happened was, Z Jack flew her here late. Her driver was late getting us to the building. It's the celebrity shit. I can't work with it. I can't. Yo, I mean,
talk shit about me.
All the money that you put in on the jet, you should have been here, but you're here. I know, and I greatly appreciate it.
Fuel is expensive, so you know.
So if y'all fly slower, it lasts longer?
Yes.
There you go. All right. Ms Vee, thank you for having Straight Talk with Ms Vee here. Me and the fellas, we appreciate being here tonight.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
You are a part of our, we don't want to say gentleman thing anymore. We want to say the Cigar Lounge thing we have been going on for like a month now. Different places. So the reason that you were so prevalent to this interview, to this series, was because the difference is you're a lady. Now all the time, well, you know what, I've seen you before, so I know you ain't a lady all the time. But no, really, you, most places are owned by men or overwhelmed by men. So now, you know, from the information that we have, you have been doing this for 4 years.
3, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Two in the brick and mortar, 1 prior to the brick and mortar.
Okay, so you went from that to that.
Yeah, so we started off, me and my prior partner, which most people know, Frank Thompson. I started off with cigars with him, smoking, and crime was really a dream. He wanted a mobile, it kind of developed. We started off doing pop-ups.
Mm-hmm.
In our first month out, we ended up with a partnership with TGI Fridays, the one in Mondawmin.
Right, that's where I remember seeing you out front there.
Yeah, so we was doing cigars and hookah on the outdoor patio on Friday nights because that was grown and sexy night. And then they asked us to do Thursday night, and then we were doing events, and the whole time we were working on a brick and mortar. So, you know, a year later.
So y'all already had the plan put together?
Yes.
All right, so now, one thing that wasn't in your bio that I have had the pleasure of knowing, why you look like that? What? No, it's good. The thing is, what I learned, that not only were you here and getting everything together, but you took out the walls and you did the electrical work. And you know what I mean? Like a lot of guys are like, yeah, I got my building, I got my spot, and we on point. Excuse me. Well, what happened is you actually was like implemented into all of this. Like you put it in there. So how does it feel? Like that's a baby right there.
It is. I guess for me, because that's my background. I was in the Navy for 10 years. I was a boatswain's mate for people who know Navy. So I did a lot of powder coating, a lot of painting and preservations. I drive small boats. I do a lot of male-dominated things. But I started working with my hands building when I was in 6th grade. Rebuilt my parents' shed doors, and it kind of took off. But so I don't believe in paying people for what I can do myself. So if we could keep the money in-house, then I'm going to do the work. And at the time I was injured, but I was like, look, we're not paying money for what we can do ourselves. So yeah, knocked down the walls, rerouted the electrical, put in the floors, repaired the drywall, you know.
Yeah, but that was the thing that kind of caught me. I'm a person all for women. Everybody knows, when Straight Talk with Ms Vee, they can call her every name in the book. And I'm like, hold up, nigga, because, you know, I'm all for the next woman making it, right? But that was the thing that caught my eye when we had the conversation. Because we had a conversation prior to the buyout. And when you told me that was a big deal. So tell me, what was like the most tedious thing outside of the electrical? I know that had to be hard.
Well, actually, electrical wasn't bad because it was already running in sequence. We changed the lights. The lights were fluorescents. We changed them. So these lights changed to multiple colors, the down lights.
Okay.
Depending on whose party it is, what their favorite color is, you know.
Yeah, because I've been here and blue at night.
Yes. Then sometimes we do red. Just, you know, fireplace, depending on how you're feeling. But to be honest, to me the most tedious thing was the floor, and not because I can throw on the floor quick, but with my back injury, it was very difficult for me. But outside of that, you know, just the little nuances. For the people who come to prom, they know I'm constantly changing something.
Okay.
So, you know, this furniture wasn't here.
Going back there, the sign we talked about. So I know some things.
Yeah, I'm going to put the sign back there.
Coming in and making it.
Yes, and probably building out the backboards, because I'm going to tell you, the whole time I was building out G, who don't like to get put on the spot, but our project manager, she actually helped me build out, because I was dealing with a lot of pain, so I built out the bench seat with the intention to make it comfortable for our well-endowed sisters, you know, who working with a little something.
See, you know what I'm talking about? I appreciate you.
You know, putting a little something on the bench. And then I wanted to be comfortable enough to support your lumbar spine and to be comfortable. So all of the backboards were built out.
So tell me, how did you go about knowing, like, what cigars you want to put in here, how you wanted to have it, what you wanted to sell? Because everybody don't smoke the same stuff, and some stuff is just, you know, not up to par. Some stuff, you know, like that's the best. How did you know how to differentiate what to use?
Well, I listen to people first. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm open to constructive criticism. I'm open to hearing what pleases a person's palate, because the truth is there's no such thing as a bad cigar, because it may be good to someone. Right. Because everybody's palate functions a little differently. So when we were coming into prime, the biggest thing was being different. And you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. It's not for kids either. So
no kids watch Straight Talk.
I hope not. So we basically said, look, let's do something different. The boutique cigar market is not covered heavily in Maryland, period. In a lot of states it's not. And I love boutique cigars. That's really what drew me in. And so I said, let's do the boutiques. And he was like, yeah, let's do the boutiques. And so now, prime is where you come when you want something different.
So let me ask you this. You said we and what we decided, but the big deal for me is that we is gone in this year. And you're still doing this. You're still picking them out. You still know how to carry it. So I understand it started as a we, but my passion about the conversation is that you, as a woman, know what to pick. Like, you know what to bring forth. You know what you want to have in here, because what we have experienced, I talked to the gentleman, Naveen, I want to say, owns Cross Street the other day, and we were talking, and he talked like everybody, cigar shops is about Baltimore party and this, that, and the third, and a lot of things he had to say. And I was like, well, I'm interviewing a nice young lady on Wednesday. And he looked like, he kind of stepped back like he wanted to say something, but he didn't know what to say, because he didn't know if I knew the lady he was great talking about. But it actually wasn't your spot, it was another lady he was great talking about. But many have a tendency to look at women in the cigar world like, oh, she just in here to show her ass. Or she don't know what she's smoking, she just getting it because the dude next to her got it.
Yeah, so you know, she in here with her man. She in here with her man. Really, he in here with me, you know.
And
I'm saying, that's true. I will say, right.
You know, I'm saying now without the weed.
Yes,
and you're still doing this.
Yes, and we were talking past tense, but for the last year, it has been me solo. I just hit a year last month.
Congratulations.
Solo, thank you. But the humidor was always kind of my baby. I'm real particular. I bake. I had a cake decorating business for 7 years, so my palate is different, you know, because my palate is in tune with food. So, you know,
flavor is your thing.
Yes, and so a nice complex profile is my thing. And then I also listen to people, but I did the research. I do a lot of research. I leave here, I'm up at night, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I'm doing research, I'm calling, I'm talking to the owners, I'm asking for samples. I have people that come in prime who are like, Z, taste this, I think you'll like it. I mean, everybody in here gets me cigars because they know I'm a smoker, and I'm actually look at the cigar, do the research, find out if it's quality, and if it's good, I'm gonna put it in a humidor. You know, you gotta listen to the people around you. Yeah, you gotta listen to the people around you, because the truth is they the one who buy the cigar.
So basically, even though it's not a we anymore, it's still beneficial. You see this thing being worth it.
Definitely, but I'm gonna tell you, you can get cigars from anywhere, right? It's cheaper to buy cigars online, and that's just the truth. Because they're dealing in mass quantity, they can sell it to you cheaper. But you don't come to the lounge just for that. You come for the camaraderie. You come for the culture.
Right.
You know, you come for the hospitality. And if there's not good hospitality, you're not going to come. So, you know, that's my biggest thing. It's the people for me.
And so, cause I have sat here with you a couple of times now before leading up to this interview. And I noticed everybody that come in, even if you don't get their name, you like, yeah, hey, yo, like, so is that a thing that you gotta make sure you connect with everybody that come in?
I do. This is, you know, I always wanted to say just like cheers. So that's one of my hashtags, like cheers.
Yeah.
So, you know, you want to go where everybody know your name, and that's how it is in here. All the regulars in here are so big on the love that when other people come in here, they welcome. They done got so used to it. They welcome. They be like, oh, you new? Come on, sit down. Let me give you something to drink. You want they gift them sticks.
Yeah, that's how I was last.
Yeah, they like, you need a stick here. I'm buying I got you. You know, it's very family oriented. We do for one another. You know, it is what it is.
And that's more so what the lounge is for. It's not because it's cheaper. I'm just running here.
Yeah, because it's not cheaper. Let me tell you.
Right.
It's definitely not cheaper. They know we got overhead, you know, but you also want to make sure you're being fair.
Right.
You know, I don't like to gouge. I want to be fair with it. But they'll tell you I give away a lot of cigars. Because my feeling is, if you buy it and you don't like it, I feel some type of way. I'm going to give you a cigar you're going to like.
Right.
You know, so I like to, new cigars come in. People know when a box come in, if you in here, you getting a free cigar. You know, I'm going to give you the newest cigar that just came out that box so you can smoke it. And and the purpose is because when other people come in here and I say, well, such and such smoked that cigar, they be like, oh, it was dope.
Right.
You know, it was good, it was peppery, it was. Now I have people from different palates saying, yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, so they my taste testers.
So tell me, being a woman, have you experienced other male owners looking at you or treating you a certain type of way? You laugh. Let's be honest.
To be honest with you, I haven't really.
Awesome.
I haven't because I don't really give them room to do that. You know, I have gone to all the way down to Charles County and found out that the owner down there knew me. I ain't never been down there before. He was like, oh, I know who you are. And I was like, hey, let's go sit down and talk. You know, I really don't give him the room.
Right.
Because if you give all positive energy, you'll get it in return.
That's what you won't get in return. Because when I came up here, what was it, a week ago, and you was like, hey, Thomas, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, also straight up with Ms Vee, the interview, she was like, oh, and she
hiding from you.
hiding from me the whole time, didn't even realize she knew I was, right? So I'm just asking because women have a tendency to get shorted and treated a certain kind of way.
They do.
I mean, that's just honestly how people do.
It is, and I didn't get it. I'm gonna tell you, I did get it,
Mhm.
but I didn't get it from the owners. And I think because amongst the owners, we understand how difficult it is just to do this thing, you know. So they give you a certain level of respect that you still open, you know, and especially as a female that you're still open. And I'm doing boutiques and I'm still open because they figure you gotta sell Padron and all of that to really make the money, which is not true. But I get it in those subtle moments, like when I recommend a cigar, and so the person keep looking in the humidor, and then they talking to their boy say you should try that cigar, which is the same cigar I just said. They be like, oh, all right, I gotta try that. But I just recommended that.
And you wasn't sure, you didn't want to take it from me.
Yeah.
That happened coming in, I don't know where Kenny at, but Kenny was like, "V, what should I get?" And I was like, what I smoke is a acid, it's sweet. Somebody gonna ask you what kind of man are you? Go with Tavon. Let Tavon tell you which one to get.
Real, don't smoke that acid, shorty. I'm talking about.
Because it's somebody will say it has something to say. Husband like, whoa, so you smoke acid. The first man who's been on my page, and I've been smoking them for a while.
I'm gonna need you to step up your game.
But you know, just like what I like. Like I like sweet stuff. Like I'll smoke on a hookah pit because I like the sweet of a hookah pit. You know, when you like me, I'm sweet, sugary. I'm what it is. So I need something sweet back.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. My issue is not really that you smoke acid because everybody's palate is different. It's that you won't move off the acid across the sweet profile.
And it don't even have anything to do with close your mouth. It don't have anything to do with the cigar itself. I'm not a person who want to try everything. I just don't do it. I just don't. I like to be play safe, watch my money, do what works. The thing that works all the time, that's the thing I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? Nobody can pass judgment on that. Because the truth is, it's your money.
It's my money.
You know,
you
and that's the one thing I'm most grateful for. I come in here every day, I'm grateful. People don't understand because, like, you don't have to spend your money here. You can go anywhere and spend your money. But when you come show me the love, I do a lot of events. I do a lot of giveaways. People say, I don't know how you make money. I say, that's not the point. Y'all show me love, I'm going to show it back.
And I'm going to show it back. Yeah. And the thing is, that's what keep them coming back anyway. Who don't want to go somewhere where everybody know you, everybody going to greet you coming in. They're going to treat you a certain type of way. Like, women go through a lot of things saying in their relationships alone. Because I was at the Cigar Lounge. And the first thing they make is, what? All them niggas? Or when you around all these dudes, what you doing there every day around all these dudes? But they don't get what you coming for.
And I'm going to tell you, that's a difficult thing. If there's anything that's hard about being a female in the industry, it's dating in the industry as a cigar owner, because you have to stay above the fray. You can't be viewed as somebody out here dealing with everybody. If somebody see you with somebody, it's already that stigma that if you talking to them, you're sleeping with them. You know, that's that high school mentality. But on top of it, it's like, but you're supposed to be a distinguished lady, you know, and you really can't be spread across or be seen with a lot. And so it makes it it's already difficult that you in your lounge all the time.
Right.
But then you don't want to date amongst because you don't want to be viewed as in a certain way as a woman. There's that stigma that you're a woman.
Now that's my issue. Anybody got a comment can jump in.